everybody, this is Jennifer with Cheeky Cat Paper, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make these little embellishments. They're really quick and easy to make, and they come out so pretty, and you can use these on just as embellishments on journal cards or just straight into your junk journal. However you want to use them. So let me put these aside for a second, and then I'll show you an example of how I used one as well. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some Mod Podge. I believe you can also just use white glue mixed with a little bit of water to make it a little more liquidy, like the Mod Podge is. And then you're going to need something to brush it on. I just use a sponge brush. You could use a paintbrush. You'll need some ink. I mean, it could be any color. I used black. But you are going to need something like Stays On, which is because it's going to get wet. So you need it to not run. So you need like permanent ink. And then you'll need some tissue paper. That's very thin. This is just, this was 2-ply and I peeled it apart. So I have 1 ply there. And then you'll need some stamps. And the last thing you'll need is some vellum paper. And what I like to do is I tea dyed this. And so it's really crunchy, you can hear. And it just has this really cool antique look. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is pick some stamps and take your little napkin. I've got some stamps here. I'm just going to use, let's use this one. Okay, I'll do a couple here. So I'm going to take my ink, just ink it up really well. Sure, you want a real nice dark print. And then I'm actually going to get rid of this. Have a nice hard surface. Okay, and then just leave a little bit of edging around. Press really hard. Okay, that's a decent print. I probably could have done better, but that's okay. And then you can tear, or I'm just going to cut this out. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes when you tear it, tear your image, so that's not good. So we'll put that aside. I'll do a couple more. I'm going to do this. I think this is a sparrow. Okay, same thing. Ink it up. If I can get a better print this time. Okay, that one came out really nice. Cut this out. Just kind of cut off some of the excess edge here. Okay. Set that aside. And then let's do one more. Okay, I wanted to try, I have a big stamp here. I wanted to try this one. Sometimes it's harder with a real big stamp to get it perfect. Get all those little bits and pieces. So I'm gonna try and make sure this gets inked up really well. Okay, that looks pretty dark. Okay, that came out really nice. And then we'll just cut this one. Cut off this extra edge here. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to take our vellum paper and our Mod Podge. Okay, and so what we want to do is we want to put a layer of Mod Podge down. It doesn't have to be super thick. We're kind of just getting our little napkin piece here to stick. So lay that down. And it's okay if you get little wrinkles in there, not a big deal. Okay, and then we're going to do a layer on top just to secure it. And I like to go from the inside out so those edges don't curl back on you. Now, because this is vellum paper, it is going to want to curl a bit, and that's okay. I'll just kind of press it back down. Okay, and then we're just going to let this dry. And you can either just let it air dry, or you can hit it gently with a heat gun. If you use the heat gun, it's going to want to wrinkle, so just kind of flatten it as you go. So I'm going to lay the next one down. I'm just going to put that right next to it. And then same thing. Okay, and I will speed this up so you can quickly see the whole process. So I'm going to let these dry, and then actually I'll probably just go ahead and heat gun dry it, and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so these are dry now. I'm just going to show you how they look. You might be wondering, can I just stamp directly onto the vellum? Yes, of course you can. Let me show you what that looks like. I like to do this method just because I feel like it adds just an extra something, you know, makes it, gives it a little more antique-y feel. It gives it a little more texture, and I like it. But of course, you can just go directly onto the vellum paper, and that looks nice as well. There. So that is printing directly on there. And then these you can just go ahead and tear off, and it's quite satisfying to tear. Now I've got a little bit of napkin hanging off the edge here, so I'm just going to tear this off. Okay. And then I've got this straight edge here. I would probably tear that as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and tear these off to show you. You can see there's just a different look to it, different texture. And it does feel, I mean, it feels a little plasticky, but also, you know, still papery. I don't know. Okay, so there you go. And then what I like to do is, let me tear off the bottom of this. Okay. Oh, upside down. And then I like to just ink up the edges for that extra little tiny feel. Oh, that's my kitty. I don't know if you can hear him. I just became a cat mom. That's Mochi. Okay, so you can see how lovely that is. And just as an example, this is something I made with this piece right there, just a little tag, very simple, and it just looks really nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try this method, and if you do, please let me know in the comments, and please hit that like button if you like this video, and do subscribe to my channel. And I also have a newsletter which will, if you sign up, you can get some free ephemera, and free ephemera about once a month. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.